In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what's happened to my YouTube account in the last 12 months since I was monetized. I started my YouTube journey to become monetized back in 2022, and it took me about 10 months. I started in November. It took me about 10 months to become monetized, and what that means is I gained 2,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. You're awesome. And I gained over 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month period. Once I hit those two milestones, after applying to become part of the YouTube Partner Program, I was then able to monetize my account. And what that means is that when an ad is shown on any of my videos after my monetization date, then I get a percentage of the ad revenue. For example, if eBay, the auction site, advertise on YouTube, so every time their ad gets shown, I get a percentage of that ad revenue. So they might pay $100 for 10,000 views, and I might get possibly 0.2 or a less than half of a cent per view. But if you add all those half cents up, or half pennies in my case, then that adds up to a nice amount. And eBay's just an example. There could be any advertiser, and that's how it works. But why am I doing this? Because I did think long and hard about creating this video. And what I didn't want to do is say to you, oh, look at me, look at my account, I've been earning this money or that money, because I didn't want that to come across in that way. What I found is that when I was looking to develop my account and become monetized, what I did personally was I looked at all those videos of people that have done it already, and just to watch to see how they were successful, and just to get an idea of what to expect when I do become monetized. And I think what you will find in this video, what I think, based on all the people that I've seen that have done this, if you see the money that I've earned, you could use my account as a baseline for what you could do if you decide to do this. And what I mean by a baseline, of all the people that I've seen online that have shared these kind of videos, I think they've all made more money than me. So if you think about it, if you decide to do a YouTube account to try to become monetized and a little bit of pocket money, then you would expect to earn more than I do. And I think part of the reason that I haven't done as well as many others is because I've got such a diverse account. So I predominantly am a micro four thirds photographer, and that's where my passion is. And I really enjoy using micro four thirds cameras and all of the lenses, the whole thing that goes with that. But equally, I'm really interested, and I enjoy using Instagram. So I post my photos on Instagram, and I get a lot of pleasure out of that. So for those two things, they make up the bulk of my account, and that's what I enjoy. But I also enjoy lots of other things, and I've posted YouTube videos about those things as well. I'm not sure if that's ideally the right thing to do if I want to develop my account, and perhaps I should focus on one particular area. But I can't stop myself, and what I think is that if I'm interested in it, then you probably are. You might not be interested in photography. You might like my finance videos. You might not like my finance videos, but you might like the stuff that I'm posting about Instagram or whatever. So I think there's a bit for everyone, but perhaps somewhere down the line, I'll probably have to niche down and just pick one subject and go with that. But at the moment, that's possibly why I haven't done as well as many others, because I've got such a diverse account. But having said all that, what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump on my computer and go through some of the analytics with you. I'm not going to go through every single thing, because if I do, this video will be hours long and it'll be super boring. But at least it'll give you an idea to see how well you could do if you decide to do a YouTube video, a YouTube account, and just take the plunge yourself. So let's have a look on my computer and let's have a look through my analytics. Here I am on my computer, and I just wanted to say I've not scripted this video. This is one of those videos that I've just started rambling, and if it comes out as all gibberish, I'm sorry. One other thing is that what I've noticed is that you often see these videos on YouTube that claim that you can get monetized in 2 months or earn this amount of dollars in the first year, etc. And personally, I can't believe they're genuine, because I've had to work really hard to get my account where it is now. And for just average people like me, and maybe you, then I don't think that's feasible. So if you do see these extraordinary claims that you can do this, that and the other in a short space of time, I don't think they're genuine. Unless, of course, you're Taylor Swift. And if you want to create a YouTube account, then Taylor Swift could have 100 million followers tomorrow, I imagine. But for most of us, that's not realistic. Anyway, let's have a look at my computer before I carry on too much. So here's my account for that year of being monetized. And I monetized my account on September the 16th, 2023. And this is a custom view just showing you from the 15th September to today. And what that tells you is I've had 430,000 views on my videos in that time. I've got nearly 14,000 watch hours, and bear in mind 4,000 was the threshold you need to pass to be part of to be monetized in the YouTube Partner Program. I've added an additional 1,800 subscribers. So on the day I was monetized, I had more than 1,000 subscribers. I was just lagged behind on watch hours. So what that means is I've gained, I'm nearly on 3,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for subscribing. You are brilliant. You're wonderful for doing that. My views have gone up, started off fairly steadily, moving from 500, 600, 700. What it doesn't show you is which videos I've been posting in the time that I've been monetized. I don't think it shows you, no. It only shows you from here. But you can imagine I've been consistently posting 2s and 3s and 4s each month as that time goes on. And as you post more videos, your watch hours and your views consistently go up. And as you can see, mine have steadily gone up and just been a steady rise. And in fact, throughout the summer this year, my views went down a little bit. That's probably because I wasn't posting as many as I was before. You can see in that month I posted 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, and then it gets 2s and 3s. So that my watch hours dropped. What hasn't happened to my account, I haven't had any meteoric rise, and that's because I've never had a viral video. So you might see these people say it's easy to have a viral video. In all of the videos I've posted, I've not really had any that have just taken off. Some have got a couple of thousand, a few thousand, and some have gained lots of views over the time that they've been live, but none of them have just suddenly jumped like mad. But they've all added to my total and they've all gone up nicely. So my account has progressed really quite well. And I tend to post per month, as you can see there, I tend to post possibly one a week, one or two, one to two a week or less. Some months it's much less, and some months I post more. It just depends. And I don't have a schedule. I'm not organised in that way. I just create videos as and when I sort of like to do them, as and when I come up with ideas. And what I tend to do is create the video, edit the video, and then just post them. I don't really do regular scheduled posting. Perhaps that's what I should do. So they're my views. So they're one. So imagine if I'm saying that I get a percentage for those views, 430,000 is quite a good number. As I said, of 13,000 watch hours and 1,800 subscribers. Now let's have a look at estimated revenue, and it says estimated because it's in dollars and it's the exchange rate and it's 2 days behind, so that's why it's estimated. So this is how much I've earned. So this is really the nuts and bolts of this. So on the very first day that I was monetized, I earned 3 pence, or effectively 3 cents in US. So it was almost nothing. So, however, as the days progressed, I was earning anywhere between 70 pence, a pound. It is roughly about £1 a day. So I was earning £1 a day for the first couple of months I was monetized. So I was really happy with that. Imagine that, you're earning £1 a day. It's fantastic. And as time progressed, that pound became £1.50, became £2, a little bit of dip over Christmas because I obviously didn't do so much. And then as it became more than £2, for the highest I've earned in one particular day, I think it was £4. I just saw it flashed up, £4.83. That one there, where's that? £4.91. So I earned £4.91, was like about $6. So that was fantastic. So I had a really good sort of spring for earnings, and the earnings fluctuated quite a lot, as you can see. They're up and down like a yo-yo a bit. And then I had another nice spike at the end of the summer this year. So to get to all this, so currently my earnings are around about roughly around £2 per day. So if you can work that out, 365 days a year, £2 a day, you're talking about £700. So the actual grand total that I've earned in my first full year is £766.42, which is fantastic. You think £766, that's like $1,000 I've earned in a year. So who would not want to earn $1,000, an extra $1,000 per year, which I think is pretty incredible. I'm really, really happy with that. Obviously, that sounds good, but that hasn't been free. It has come at a cost, because I think I'm possibly, maybe I'm not quite, maybe I'm just a little more than break even, because I've had to pay for things. I've had to pay for petrol to get places. I've had to pay ticket fees to get into places. I've had to pay parking. When you actually analyse all the things that I've done, it's probably cost me just as much money in almost as much, maybe not quite £766, but I've had to pay a lot of money to do all these things, to create these videos, to buy bits and pieces, to buy microphones, and to buy all sorts of different things that I use for these videos. But still, it's still a really good starting point, and I think if I can do the same again or improve on that next year, then it just will go up and up and up. So that's where we are. So effectively, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you're wondering how much could you earn in a year, I'm telling you that the minimum price, the base price that you should be aiming at is $1,000, or in my case, £750. Now, I've got to show you one thing, because I think it was quite interesting. I have a look at views, and I look at views per geography, and I think this is quite interesting, because sometimes you might wonder why I often put Americanisms, why I talk in dollars, and why many people on YouTube are Brits and Australians and from people from not North America. Why do they often quote use Americanisms and quote in dollars, etc.? And that's because, as you see there, the majority of my views and my watch hours are from people in the United States. So it's really just to pay them, just to make them feel more familiar with my vocabulary, that it's something they're used to. This is going to sound a bit strange, but I think most of the time, us Brits, we can deal with dollars, and we can deal with gasoline, and we can deal with Americanisms. But I'm not sure if it translates the other way around. And apologies if I've got generalised that, but that's kind of the feeling I get. But don't take that personally. But that's why I'm often, using Z's instead of Z's and dollars instead of pounds, just to make sure that everybody is covered. That's where I am, and I hope that's been helpful if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed looking through my analytics, and I hope it has given you some encouragement to start your own YouTube channel, or if you've already got one, to develop it and become monetized. Because I think that it's something I enjoy, it's something I've enjoyed throughout my whole journey on YouTube, and I think you could do just as good a job as me. Once again, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.